suspiciously like it was modeled after the Wexbury training yard. A big, burly, yet somehow still quite feminine knight, scratch that ranger, shoved my shoulder. "Hey, Pipsqueak, I asked if you were covering all bets." I looked at Verna. The diagonal scar which crossed her face and went down her neck always made her look both more dangerous yet more intriguingly feminine to me. The knight of my heart snorted from beside me. I looked at the fire-maned woman who held my heart. Hey now, she wasn't addressing the peanut gallery, said with my hoarse voice caused by my damaged vocal cords. Then, to our muscle-bound friend in her amazing-looking ranger armor that was an amalgam of Alti and gypsy armor, like mine and Celeste's, I offered, "Of course, but the others may make a better showing than you anticipate." She snorted. "I'm not betting against Princess Pipsqueak. I quite like my coin purse full." Then the woman waved off other knights. "Betting is closed." Then she sighed and shook her head. "I still can't believe that the girl is to be of the age of consent and knighted in 3 months. Where has the time gone? Is she really going to be 19? I sighed as I looked at my daughter as she stood motionless in the center of the courtyard. Her 2 blades, the replica of my Anadelea's tip pointed at her right foot in a bladed stance, the small junior Templar dagger gifted to her by George held in reverse or Zatoichi repose behind her back. Shaking my head, I wondered how my daughter had surpassed me in the Khanzet double-bladed combat form. She looked amazing, tall like Celeste now, and in hybrid armor which matched mine in every detail, down to the 2 stripes of green piping on the hunting cloak which marked her as the Great Mother's. I still saw her in my head as the tiny 5-year-old in Wexbury Keep who had looked at me and other knights with such awe. That first meeting had done me in, and she had stolen my heart long before we fostered her, making her our daughter. We looked on as 3 other squires advanced on our daughter and surrounded her. This was a demonstration that Celeste used to make me perform with other squires when I was her squire. It was a demonstration in defense, as I and Misty, who is also Celeste's squire, have only been taught defense. The point, in fact, Celeste has threatened bodily harm against anyone caught teaching either of us offensive fighting. Though I'm not quite sure Rain has been instructing our girl on this side, and she is likely the only person in all the habitable lands that my bride could not hurt. Mist is quite adept at this demonstration, and this would be the 4th or 5th time during her 4 years of training. I looked over at Inger, who was sitting on a bench near us. She always got anxious when Misty fought and had to sit. But I also smirked and gave her a little wink because she, like me, had put gold on Alia as the last one out of the 3 challengers. The girl was possibly the most skilled 3rd-year squire I've ever met from Hell's Gate, with that curved, sweeping blade her kinsmen favored in their keep in the burning desert. And everyone knew it, too, as she didn't use a blunted practice blade, just as Misty used honed blades as well. The other 2 had blunted blades, being first-year squires. The girl was tall, almost Sir Tennyson tall, at 6'2" or 3, and her lithe but powerful form and long reach was a threat in itself. She smiled like she was going to have fun. Her stark white teeth a sharp contrast to her ebony skin, which was as dark as my younger adopted child, Shan's, who was in her favorite observation spot up on the aforementioned Sir Tennyson's shoulders to watch her sister spar. She was getting too big for that. Soon she'd have to watch things from way down here like us other mortals. Mother Luna, was she really on the cusp of becoming a teen? I gave her a sharp look when I saw her hand reaching down toward the hilt of the dagger Tennyson kept hidden on his side under his arm. She withdrew her hand and gave me a saucy grin. I had all but given up on breaking her of the habit of relieving people of their possessions. Her last foster parents had really done a number on her at such a young age, it is ingrained in her now. Celeste inclined her chin almost imperceptibly, and the sergeant-at-arms said, "This is a demonstration in defense, and why it is so important in your training. Defense is life. This sparring match is to first blood, and any over-aggression will find you ejected from the Ranger program. You are allies first and foremost, who will have each other's backs in battle one day. You are some of the best of the squires from all the lands of Sparo, so comport yourselves."